Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead, and things are getting real out here in Southwest Ohio. Okay, it's time to start tomato seeds. We started brassicas, we started pepper seeds. We can link all that in the description, and possibly give you an iCard one of these sides. Okay, and but this is probably our favorite time. We just plant a ton of tomatoes. Possibly too many for some people, but never for us. Okay, and also, we've talked about this before, we do kind of plant for failure. So that way, if we plant too many, something happens to one of them or whatever, then we're not left with just not enough tomatoes. We've always got enough. And you can always can tomatoes, always make salsa, always make pasta sauce. So there's always things to do with your tomatoes for us. So here's what we're doing. Okay, we've started our dirt, we've got it mixed up. We have videos in these other ones, in these other videos, spots in these other videos telling you how to mix that dirt. I don't want to go through that process here, but we mixed our dirt up, got it nice and damp. This is the dirt we use. Okay, it's Miracle Grow Performance Organics container mix. That's the dirt we use to start all of our seeds in. It does a fantastic job. It's a great mix. And so now, without further ado, let's just talk about tomatoes we're going to grow. Okay, we've got a ton of them. Tappy's Heritage, okay, from Baker Creek. It is supposed to be a good heavy producer and a good canner, so we're going to do that one. Okay, we're going to do Mortgage Lifter. We've planted Mortgage Lifter in the past, and we didn't get what we wanted off of them because we lived in an apartment in the suburbs a little further from here, and we had an issue with, we had Mortgage Lifter and we had Black Crim planted that same year. Okay, and we haven't grown them since because we didn't get a good harvest. We didn't get a good harvest because our apartment had to have some work done on it, like the new roof put on, and while they were stripping the roof off, we had these planted outside, and all the roof dust and all the junk landed on our tomato plants, and they were just trashed after that. So we lost all these tomatoes, and we had a bunch on, and we lost all these Mortgage Lifters and Black Crims. We haven't planted them since, and we miss them. So we're trying them again this year. We're excited about them. So Mortgage Lifter, Black Crim. We've never done this one before. Orange Peach. It looks great. It's supposed to be a small, like a small globe tomato. Is that right? Saladette tomato kind of deal. So Orange Peach, we're going to get one of them. Amish Paste. It's a good indeterminate pasting tomato. And I'm sorry if you hear sirens. We live in the suburbs a little bit, and we're close to the highway. There's always stinking sirens going here. Tomato Hungarian Heart. It's a ox heart style tomato. Another indeterminate pasting tomato, correct? Both of them are indeterminate, right? I'm not lying. Okay. See, sometimes your wife's got to straighten you out. If you're lying, she'll let you know.
And they're both medium delicious.
They're what? Medium delicious? They're both medium delicious tomatoes, absolutely. Classic beefsteak tomato. Good slicer, good producer, good for everything. Honestly, this next one is one of my favorite tomatoes. We grew it last year for the first time after just desiring this tomato for so many years and never planting it. The Hillbilly tomato. It's a good one. It was outstanding. Great flavor, solid producer, good for everything, good for what else you of Hillbilly tomato. Tomato blueberries, okay, good. We're planting 2 of those. Only cherry style tomatoes we grow because they're compact. Okay, now in the previous tomato video we did last year, we hyped up the black cherry tomato. Okay, we hyped it up because we love it. There's an issue with it. Okay, the black cherry tomato is such a massive producing tomato, and it stretches out and sprawls so far that, like, you need, see, I'm 6'3", okay, so like my wingspan here is 6'3". You probably need like this whole wingspan for this tomato plant to grow because it sprawls out so much, and it'll literally, in our garden, it's been about 8 or 9 feet tall and spread out. So what it wound up doing was smothering the tomatoes next to it, which in the previous 2 years it did that, and it was this one every year. It was the carbon tomato, and we love this carbon tomato so much, and it is so disease resistant. It is the carbon tomato. Okay, look at this. All right, this one right here, carbon tomato. If you've never heard of it, never grown it, you're missing out. I'll be honest with you. It's a fantastic tomato, and it's very disease resistant. For an heirloom, it's super sweet. It's got great meaty flesh on it. It's a fantastic all-around tomato. You can slice it, can it, do whatever you want to with it. Honestly, it's great. And it's not a red. It's a black chocolate style, purplish black chocolate style tomato. It's wonderful. And it got smothered out by the black cherry, and so we ditched the black cherry because while it's great, it smothers everything out. And they do have a tendency to burst and just crack and pop, but just like that. So it's great, but it had its issues for functionality in our garden. Okay. Next tomato is an Abe Lincoln tomato. This tomato right here is from Baker Creek. Now there's from Baker Creek they have the old style Abe Lincoln. You're going to get a newer Abe Lincoln from some places that doesn't get as big. They grow nice sized tomatoes, but not as big as this one. This is the original strain of Abe Lincoln that gets huge tomatoes. Okay, we've gotten 28 ounce tomatoes, so nearly 2 pounds. Nearly 2 pound tomatoes off of this before. It was like 28 ounces was our biggest one we've gotten. So it was massive tomatoes from it, and we love it. So that's why we grow it. Airplanes. Sorry, squirrel. Airplanes. Whew, my bad. Focus. Okay. Cherokee purple. We're growing some of those. 4 of those. We love them. It's still Angela's favorite. Angela K loves this tomato no matter what. No matter what happens, no matter what we try, she's going to love that one the most. Bonnie Best, we're growing 6 of these, okay? Because year after year we've grown this, and it's been the rock solid tomato that doesn't fail, that doesn't have issues, that just keeps going and producing, and we just absolutely grow off it every year. It's a great canning tomato. It's fantastic. It's that one in the carbon is going to be we're going to depend on those tomatoes, right? I mean, honestly, we're dependent on those tomatoes so much. Now we got 2 more here that we're going to do something different with, okay? But we're growing them, okay? In my Gardener Geranium Kiss tomato, okay? We're growing that one. It's got a little golf ball size. Is that what they say they are? A little golf ball size. Dwarfed. It's a dwarf plant that is golf ball sized. And then we've done a seed haul with some of these, but we didn't show this one because it wasn't here yet. It is from Gurney's. It is a Tasmanian chocolate tomato, okay? It is a dwarf beefsteak style tomato, okay? And they said it's open pollinated, right?
So it's open pollinated hybrid.
It's an open pollinated hybrid. So it's F1, I guess. Is that what that is? I don't know what they do all that. I have no idea.
It's an open pollinated.
But it's open pollinated. So it's
an heirloom of the future.
But it is a dwarf beefsteak tomato. Never seen one before because we hadn't looked for it necessarily. But so we're excited about that. We're gonna do something different with those 2. So in total, we're going to be planting at least 38 tomato plants in our garden area. Okay, so that's what we're growing, and we'll plant a cup real fast just so you can see what we're doing. We've pre-filled some of these cups. Okay, we use these red cups, disposable drinking cups of any kind, store brand, Solo, Hefty, doesn't matter. And what we've done is we've put 3 holes in the bottom, okay? Just with a nail, hammer and nail, just pop, pop, pop in there. Now, depends on how flimsy they are. You may want to stack up 3 or 4 of them when you do that. Okay, just turn them upside down and drill a hole and tap the holes in them with a nail. No big deal. Just for some drainage, okay? You don't want water standing in the bottom of these cups because that might harm your plants. So they need drainage. That helps with drainage. So we got them. You fill them most of the way up, okay? See what we did? And tamp it down. All right, tamp it down a little bit. And now I'm just going to do a Bonnie's Best because it's on top. And so we got some seeds from last year. I think, did we buy more Bonnie Best just in case we needed them?
No.
Or we had enough here?
We had plenty.
We have enough here? Yeah, we have enough seeds in there. These are seeds from last year. They're good. Seeds are good for plenty of time. These are seeds from last year. And we're just going to take them. We'll drop them in. And I'm going to show you just a second. Hang on. I'm going to put 2 in there. Put these back so I don't lose them. And I'm going to show you real fast here. And see where they're at? Right here and right here. See? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. Angela might dig a little hole. What I'm going to do is that. It doesn't matter. You can do either one. So you press them down in, and then you cover them back over. See? And as long as they have some good dirt contact, good moist dirt contact, okay, then what we do is we then turn around, we put them on heat mats and cover them over plastic wrap. Okay, we have videos showing you that. We will link those, like I said, in the description and in iCards. But you can find those videos that we show you how exactly we're doing all that. I'm gonna do all that, put on a heat mat, get the humidity going, get them nice and warm, and wait till they sprout, and we're good to go. So I'm gonna spare you from showing you us doing all those, but that's what we're doing. Those are tomatoes we're growing. Those are tomatoes that we depend on, that we've used, and some of those we haven't done before, but a lot of those are ones that are just rock solid tomatoes that we love growing here. And so hey, if you want to continue to see how we're doing these things, to see what we got going on, see how we're planting those last two tomatoes, the Geranium Kiss and the Tasmanian Chocolate Dwarf tomatoes, hang on, subscribe to our channel, click the bell for notifications. That way you can know when we're putting up new videos and you can see what's going on. Hey, we appreciate you guys watching. My name is Jason. The voice you may have heard in the background is Angela Kay. And we appreciate y'all watching. We love you guys. God bless you and goodbye.